Very good morning to all of you. I am Anand Mohan, Assistant General Manager from Central Bank of India, and we are privileged to be associated with eMedia News since last so many months. And topic given to us is financial health. The bankers or banking fraternity deals in the financial products. Financial health of an individual and of a concern of a firm is an important aspect of success of that particular firm or particular venture. With that point of view, we have tried to give you some insight what is required in a financial health and how it can be ensured through a proper financial planning. Why is financial planning required? The financial planning is a process to manage your money to achieve the personal economic satisfaction and self-dependence. What role it plays? It manages our income and expenses in an effective manner. It makes us aware of what our present financial position is. It enables us to plan for the future, and it constantly gives us an idea how much addition or how much increase in our plans, how much expansion in our existing venture we can do. And why we should evolve a plan, a proper financial plan, because it helps us to achieve our financial goals. It helps us to achieve our financial independence. It allows us to use our money in a very prudent manner, in a very effective manner, in a very economic manner. We are able to support who are dependent on us. Now, let us see how we can achieve a financial planning. First is, let us evaluate our financial health. What is our present status? Then step 2, we have to think what we have to do. What is our financial goal individually or as a concern? Step 3 is develop a plan of action. How we have to mobilize our resources, how the resources are to put to use, and how our financial plan are to be achieved. And then last but not the least, how to implement the plan that we have made. And any planning process requires a periodic review so that ensure that the plan is going as per the vision that for which it was made. Now, first step, how to evaluate our financial health. Now, we will have to ascertain what is my present situation, how much income that we are getting it, what is the spending required, and we have to think of the whole picture concerning our inflows and outflows of cash or income. Then we have to be sure about what we are required to do, how much money is required individually or as a financial firm or as a ongoing concern, maybe a Medicare firm, what we want to achieve, how much turnover that we want to achieve, how much growth in income we wish to have, what expansion in our existing firm we are required to make. And then we have, for each of these expansion plan, we have to make a cost analysis, how much cost is required for a successful evaluation or successful execution of that plan, and we have to give a time frame, deadline. So this is to be achieved by this date, this is to be achieved by this period, and then only we can succeed. As I said, we have to give a deadline. The deadline can be short term, long term. So we have to break or compartmentalize our plan. One plan which has to be executed within 1 year period, plan which has to be long term, 1 to 10 years, and maybe some plans which is a very long term, more than 10 years also. The cornerstone of a financial planning, goals keep in future in mind by reminding you of the rewards. The goals entice you to keep the plan in effect. The goals provide tangibility for the question why. The goals should be smart. Think of your goals as what you want to be, do or have. In other words, where you want to go. Now let us see what these smart goals are. A SMART, the abbreviation of specific, measurable, attainable, realistic and time bound. See, our goal has to be specific. We should be very clear in our mind what we have to achieve. Then whatever we think, it should be measurable. I should be able to know that this is the requirement, this much cost, it will cost this much. That goal should be attainable. It should be realistic and it has to be time bound. We have to give a specific deadline. If I have to expansion my existing clinic, how much time it will take, and we should have a deadline. By this much, my hospital should be expanded to have this much capacity, or my clinic should have pathological lab also, or my clinic should have an X-ray clinic also, or it should have a physiotherapy clinic also. So there should be a time-bound manner. Sometimes in our financial planning, we can have these stages, early years, a time of wealth accumulation. Then for every individual, there is a phase of retirement. So we have to plan for retirement also, which can be said the golden years, and then how we will be able to sustain in the retirement years. For the early years, are the most creative period. Financially, we can earn a lot, and while earning, we must plan for the future and have some savings plan. And while executing our present plan, we should have some cushion for the future, savings as well as a long-term investment strategy, so that our savings get multiplied and it becomes a cushion for us for in future. While approaching this golden years of retirement is, realize the intermediate term goals that were accomplished during stage 1, reevaluate the plan to match the current goals and the plan for the retirement days. And in the stage 3, during the retirement is, reduce the investment risk. Don't go for such investments in which there is a risk component is high. Concentrate on the preservation rather than the growth of the assets, because sometimes in the pursuit of growth, in the adverse market situation, we suffer a lot. And plan for the transfer of your real estate. As an individual and as a concern also, as a firm also, we need to know where the money is going. It has to going for a productive purpose, it is going for a useful purpose, and it is being economically used. Getting organized is an important tool in the financial planning success, and we have to organize and take care of each and every record so that we are aware of that everything is being executed in a scientific manner and in a best managerial effective manner. There are several ways of reducing expenses. It applies to individual also, it applies to a firm also. For example, sometimes we indulge in extravagance. There are many products which allow us also to sometimes make an unproductive expense. The use of credit cards also become a little, which makes us little indisciplined, and we go by our emotions than by the need of the either the individual or by the firm. I was just reading somewhere that if the elephants are available on credit card, maybe some people will buy the elephant also, where it is not required. Don't go shopping just for fun. Buy only what you need. Don't buy things just because they are available on sale. Shop around to get the best deal for the big ticket items and pay your bills on time so that there are unnecessary expenditure of fees or charges are avoided. Minimize your debt. The only reason a great many number of families do not own an elephant is they have not been able to offer, they have not never been offered an elephant on credit card or easy monthly installments. So minimize your debt. Spend less than you earn. Begin a regular savings program. Don't finance anything for longer than its useful life. Avoid credit card debt and consider purchasing used items. Now, investment. Before investing, there are a lot of things to be considered. How much is the risk? Whether we are willing to take that risk? How much the investment may fluctuate? How much time do you have before you will need the money to purchase that gold? We must choose an investment in which we are getting return higher than the existing inflation rate. So we can set up the financial planning that manage the unplanned financial planning which has spent the minor setbacks, accumulate wealth. Financial planning maps out a strategy for meeting your goals, save for retirement. Don't overlook the financial life cycle, the early years, the approach in retirement, and the retirement years. Manage your career to ensure personal and financial success. People do not plan to fail, they fail to plan. To enable the medical fraternity, our bank has certain schemes. We have a comprehensive Send Doctor scheme. It's a loan scheme to enable the self-employed medical professionals for the purchase of medical equipment, establishing clinic, nursing home, X-ray and pathological labs, and even for the purchase of ambulance and vehicles. We have a stall outside. Details of this scheme are available. It's a very user-friendly scheme, very convenient scheme. I will request all of you to have details of this scheme from our stall. And if anybody is having any such need, they can avail this scheme, which is a very user-friendly scheme at a very reasonable rate of interest. Doctors need vehicles and ambulances. We have a very good sent vehicle scheme also. These details of which are also available in our stall. It is very convenient and very with a low rate of interest, with a longer repayment. So thank you. This was all regarding financial health and financial planning. Thank you. If you have any question, I will welcome that.